What's up, guys? It's your boy Dekkster here, and the next Hearthstone expansion has just been announced. So I'm going to tell you guys what I know about it. And yeah, we also got 5 revealed cards to go over. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. First of all, the expansion launches on August 7th, which is right around the corner. That's less than a month. So a ton of card reveals surely going to be happening. Ton of card review videos going to be happening. So, you know, sub to the channel, stick around. It's going to be great. So the new keyword is magnetic, and basically you play one of your magnetic minions onto a mech minion and it'll act like a buff in a way. That mech minion will absorb the attack, it'll absorb the health and any text. They've had a death rattle, I'm assuming maybe a battle cry as well. That new card is just gonna absorb everything. You see how that works? It's gonna be like an infusion thing. It's magnetic. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We'll have to see how the rest of the magnetic cards are, but this one that they've revealed for Hunter seems pretty strong. So they are revealing these things called projects. Basically, they're just spells. They're new spells though that have powerful effects, extremely powerful effects. But they kind of help both players in a way, but maybe it helps your game plan more than your opponent. So the one they revealed here is the Biology Project. It's a druid card. Each player gains 2 mana crystals. You know, it's not just the druid, the person playing it, gaining 2 mana crystals. It's both players, so it can help you, but it can also hurt you in a way, I guess. So there's projects. Then we also got Omega Projects. These cards will kind of act normal. This one's the Omega Defender, a 4 mana 2/6, and it's just gonna be a 4 mana 2/6. But if you have 10 mana crystals, it's gonna be a 4 mana 12/6, which is quite a bit scarier than a 4 mana 2/6. So it gains value as the game goes on. I mean, it's kind of scary when there's some classes out there with ramp effects, but it should be interesting. So yeah, it's gonna stay 4 mana. It's gonna be a 2/6. Sometimes it'll be a 12/6. But it's just going to be good all the time. Very interesting concept. We'll have to see what other cards they reveal with the Omega Project sort of thing. So there will be legendary spells, which is, I guess, first time since quests, I guess. But anyways, this is one of the examples. We got the Myra's Unstable Element for rogues, where they can draw the rest of their deck. Should be very interesting. I'm very excited to see the rest of the classes, but this one looks really, really strong, really powerful, possibly broken, looking like maybe some tog waggle shenanigans can happen or something like that, but I don't know, maybe not. Who knows? So we're also getting a new Warlock hero. We're getting Mecha Jaraxxus. Not 100% sure what he looks like, but he will be available. We also know we got a little teaser that Warriors are getting a new Dr. Boom legendary playable hero sort of thing. They kind of, I don't know, they hit it in the video, so maybe it's going to be a thing. Maybe they're going to change it. Who knows? Also, after you log into the game, once the expansion has, you know, launched and everything, you get free 3 card packs, and you also get a random legendary minion from the set. Pretty cool. As far as pre-orders, there are 2 different pre-orders, but you can actually get them both if you want to spend maximum money. So we got the normal pre-order, which has always been going on, the 50 packs, random golden, legendary, and Mecha Jaraxxus card back. Not too sure what that looks like just yet, but I imagine this one's going to be, what is it, the 40 bucks that they usually do? Not 100% sure. And then they also have the Mega Bundle. This is a new thing I guess they're trying out. So for the Mega Bundle, you get everything in the normal pre-order, plus 30 additional card packs. So you get 80 card packs, and then you get the Mecha Jaraxxus Warlock hero as well. So you get the card pack, you get the hero, you get 80 packs. Pretty decent, pretty cool. Not sure pricing on everything, but yeah. So we also know about a puzzle lab, which I guess is the free single player content for the Boomsday project, and I'm not sure what it's gonna be like. Probably gonna be similar to the other stuff, but you need security clearance before you can gain access to do this content, and it'll be available August 21st. So also there will be a card reveal live stream 10 a.m. Pacific on July 23rd on their Twitch, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about all the cards they've revealed so far. All right, so first card I'm gonna talk about is Electra Storm Surge. It's a 3 mana 3/3 Shaman Elemental Legendary, and the battle cry is your next spell this turn casts twice. Now this is insanely good in my opinion. I feel like since it's one of the first revealed cards, maybe I'm jumping the gun by calling this thing almost a staple. I feel like it's so versatile. You're probably going to want to run it in aggressive lists. You're going to want to run it in defensive lists, Shutterwalk lists, everything. Seems so good. So yeah, it does have the elemental tag. Very good for Shaman, of course. More elemental synergy. If you're running this in an aggro list, maybe you're going to have double Bloodlust, which a lot of people have been talking about. You could also have double Lava Burst to the face, or maybe double Lightning Bolt or double Crackle or something like that. Now, I don't think we're too sure if the Overload will trigger twice or once, but it's not saying play it twice. It's saying it casts it twice. So maybe you only get overloaded once. We'll probably find out more about that later. So if you are a control deck, you can get, double healing. Double healing rain is insanely good. Maybe double volcano if they have an insanely powerful board that you really need to clear. Double lightning storm. There's just so much versatility. It just doesn't seem to be a card that you would exclude. Definitely in Shutterwalk, I feel like it's 100% an auto include. You can double Healing Rain once again, double Farsight. Plus it also triggers off a Shutterwalk, which is just so nice. It's just so nice. I don't know. This card is so good. You can also do this on overloaded giants with that sort of overload shaman list. Maybe you get your giants down to 0 mana. Then you can play the giant. You can play this, and then you can play Spellstone. Make a board full of 8/8s. That's going to be pretty dang nutty. And I don't know if it's going to be viable, but that's definitely going to be something fun to try out. So we got Myra's Unstable Element, a 5-mana legendary rogue spell. And it draws the rest of your deck, which is pretty insane. And I feel like there's going to be something someone thinks of that just makes this absolutely broken. But the main thing people are thinking about here, I think, is the Kingsbane deck synergy. Once you get the weapons somewhat big enough, you can kind of make it so you're constantly drawing your weapon. You can constantly swing with it. So destroying your deck is not terrible, and you won't get hit by fatigue too hard. Another idea would be Dollmaster Dorian. If you, you get Dorian down and then you play this, all the cards you draw are going to be played on the board as well. Could be very interesting, maybe with some Malygos synergy, Malygos still has that insane value, the +5 spell power. Maybe that's how you do it. Maybe that's going to be a fun list. Perhaps there's going to be a Lore Walker Cho Togwaggle sort of combo. So there's one possibility here where you can do Myra's Unstable Element on turn 9, and then on turn 10 you play Lore Walker Cho. You go prep, you play a spell, you prep, you play another spell. And then you Togwaggle. But the idea here is that Lorewalker Cho will fill their hand, so they won't have space for that Togwaggle ransom card that they're gonna get. So basically, you just burn it for them, and then they have some bad spells in their hand. You have Togwaggle on board, and their deck is basically nothing. So that's an interesting little possibility there. But yeah, I feel like this is definitely a really cool card, and maybe broken, maybe it ruins some fun down the line, but as of right now, it just looks strong. We'll see. Yeah, you could totally counter this deck maybe. If this becomes a big issue, maybe you can counter this deck by just playing the Darkness in your deck. Maybe that's a way to counter this. I don't know. Maybe Darkness sees play. Who knows? So Biology Project is an interesting card. It's one of the projects, and good thing Druids got more ramp because they didn't have enough. But it does help out your opponent, so I mean, it's kind of double-edged, which is actually really, really good. Otherwise, it'd just be insanely OP. So we got a crazy line here. We can do turn 1 Biology Project into Wild Growth. That gives you 5 crystals on turn 2, so you can use Nourish. Nourish will put you at 7, then you can Wild Growth, maybe put you at 8. The following turn, you will have 9 crystals, and you can play Brokeheart. Play Master Brokeheart on turn 3. Pretty insane. If you manage to get the second Biology Project instead of Wild Growth on that second turn, you can instead play Ultimate Infestation on 10. Or maybe you're running Innervates in your list and you can coin out the Infestation if you just got Wild Growth over Biology Project. But yeah, anyways, you can ramp insanely fast with this. And Brokeheart on turn 3, kind of sucky. But, how often is this gonna happen? That's insanely lucky. I'm sure the odds are really low of actually drawing that perfect nut. But yeah, just a reminder, they gain 2 mana crystals, not 2 empty mana crystals. If it was 2 empty mana crystals, it'd be more beneficial for your opponent. But in this case, it's kind of more beneficial for you. Because yeah, you gain the 2 crystals right away. It also is an odd card. Maybe Odd Druid's gonna become a thing. I'd definitely be pretty happy about that, but who knows, we'll have to see more of the reveals. Okay, so Omega Defender, a 4 mana 2/6 with Taunt and Battlecry. If you have 10 mana crystals, gain +10 attack. So if you have 10 crystals, it's gonna be a 12/6, which is pretty scary. And it's gonna stay 4 mana. 4 mana 12/6, pretty good, but that is pretty low health, possibly easy for your opponent to deal with, but if they can't deal with it, it's gonna be pretty insane. In a way, it's similar to Hooked Reaver, a 4 mana 4/4, where if you're below 15 health, it'll be a 4 mana 7/7. Usually Hooked Reaver comes down later on in the game, so it's very, very similar. So this seems really good in possibly Druid, because you're gonna be able to ramp really easily, making this, you know, possibly turn 4, turn 5, 12/6, 4 mana 12/6 on turn 4 or 5. And then it's also going to be pretty good in Shaman with the Shudderwalk synergy, because I imagine you can play this before you even play Shudderwalk, and then you play Shudderwalk on 10 mana, and it's going to get that Battlecry, even though it didn't trigger when you played this previously. So that'll be pretty insane. Also possibly good in a Taunt Warrior, giving it a little bit more pressure later on. With Warrior, you like those early low mana taunts, so you can kind of get your quest completed. But a 4 mana 2/6 is really not that great. It's just after the Battlecry happens where this becomes pretty dang good. But just as it is, I don't think this is an auto-include anywhere just yet. It kind of just a meh card that's somewhat interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see how the other Omega cards are. So we got the 3 mana 2/2 Mech Hunter card here, Spider Bomb with Magnetic and Death Rattle, destroy a random enemy minion. Now I really like this concept. I just don't know how viable it's actually going to be unless we get some low mana cost mechs in order to throw this onto. It could be interesting in, you know, some terror scale Death Rattle hunters. Play Dead gets some decent value here, but it's not like you can attach this to something like a hound. If you do Unleash the Hounds, you can't attach this to one of the hounds and immediately kill something. It's just a little bit difficult for me right now to see the viability of, you know, easily triggering this Death Rattle, because I guess ideally you would have a 1 mana mech minion which you would attach this to, and then you'd kamikaze that minion into one of your opponent's taunts or something like that, and then it would possibly destroy it or destroy another minion. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan here unless you're triggering the Death Rattle through like a Terror Scale or a Play Dead or something like that, in which case it might be pretty good. Maybe you're just playing this as a 3 mana 2/2 on its own, and you're not even going for mech synergies. I don't know, but overall this card, very cool concept, but not too, I'm not too sold on this being, you know, something that's going to be played. But right now there seems like minimal reason for a hunter to run a mech cards instead of a beast synergy. Is this better than a Houndmaster? Is this better than a Crackling Razor Maw? I don't think so. So unless there's a lot more mechs coming out, not feeling this one too much. But really excited to see more magnetic cards, and maybe more synergies will pop up and make this card more viable. All right, so that's gonna be it, boys. There's no other information I got as of right now. I'm sure stuff's gonna be coming out daily, more info, because once again, it's coming out August 7th. So they got a lot of content that they can slowly leak out to us. But right now, that's all I know. Hope you guys are excited. Are you guys gonna pre-order it? I mean, I'm probably gonna pre-order it because I play this game a lot. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay hydrated. Hit that sub. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button, and we'll see you later, guys. Peace.